Any other interactions with Vince?
Not too much. I mean, he was always cordial. The thing that we enjoyed comparing apples and apples, and NWA didn't have any buffets, and if you wanted something to eat down in Techwood Drive or even Peachtree, when we did center stage, we'd send a guy off to find a 7-Eleven with those, microwave burritos or something, some sodas, you know, or just try to eat on the way back. So those 4 hours TV tape is brutal. So Vince would have food all day long. He'd have drinks. He'd hydrate. I mean, and the money was much better, but he just always first class. I know you hear all this stuff behind the scenes, and we were aware of it, but I just tried to keep my nose out of it at my level.
You
I mean,
mentioned
you
Kurt.
probably same
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, sure. I remember one time leaving an arena because in '92 there wasn't these 24-hour, 7-Eleven, Wawas. You saw lights, you pulled over to eat, and I went and in walks Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, and Pat Patterson. He's like, "Evening, boys," and we're like humming. Oh my gosh, there's Vince McMahon. You could feel his presence as soon as he walked in. You know what I mean? It's like Vince McMahon. He's the Walt Disney of wrestling.
Yep, greatest show on earth.
Yeah. You mentioned Kurt Hennig. How is he to work with?
Fantastic. I had my best matches with him. He was a really good guy that out of all he would always give me great advice. He even got one match we had on TV. Bobby chewed him out a little bit. He came and told me, he said, "Yeah, Bobby chewed me out. I shouldn't have given you that much because you're young." But I told him, "Yeah, how's this kid gonna get a break?" So he was bumping for me all over the ring, and he was Intercontinental Champion. But he was great to just a great friend. And I was so sad when I found out he'd passed away. Just broke my heart.
You mentioned advice. Any advice that he gave you that you can remember?
Yeah, one of the things that sticks out of my mind is it's keep your nose clean, kid. You don't need all this extra curricular stuff. Just do your job, have some fun, but stay alive because he had 5 kids and he took a gig after all those years and went down to Florida and passed away in a hotel room. So just that's when of '94 when I got out of the business. My dad had just committed suicide, and the business was trending down. My hairline was receding. That just wasn't fun to me anymore, and that was one of the things that was heavy on my heart. You watch over an 8-year period, all those guys die. Like, hey, where's Brian at? Oh, you didn't hear? He's dead. I'm like, what? And just over the course of time, it's not going to happen to me mentality, and there goes another one. So that always in the back of my mind. And my dad wasn't a big fan of me being in the business. So I got to do something with my life. I'm 31 years old. So I got into the radio business.
Are you on the air now?
Oh, no, no, no. I did that for about 15 years. And the same thing, I just kind of forced gumped my way, found myself in the biggest rock station in North Carolina. I'd gone to a local broadcasting school and just, found all the formats around this Charlotte, North Carolina. They're like, well, we don't have any relationships with the rock station. We're like, that's the kind of the genre I know. So I was bouncing in a bar and they came in for a promotion and Gordon, I'm like, all right, who's the boss? I want to find out. I need an internship because I'm in a radio school. Give me a call on Monday. And I call, you don't remember who I asked. I'm the bouncer at the, oh yeah, you're that big SOB. Come on down. And so I started interning, man, and it turns out the morning show there was blew up. It was about 180 affiliates around the southeast all the way to Texas. But based out of Charlotte, I eventually became the promotions director and doing on air on the weekends. And same kind of, it's like the wrestling business with no bumps. You're around celebrities and doing all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, we had a $2 million budget. I was giving away houses, cars, boats, trucks,
Wow.
cash, trips. It was the time of my life, and that's where I met my wife. And corporate radio started gobbling up all these properties, and my wife became pregnant, and so I got out and get nonprofit, and then I've been kind of in and out of beer business for about 15 years after radio. And right now I'm semi-retired. I'm hoping September just to fully retire.